On to shell layers. So I'm having a lot of luck with my wind pants that were DIY, my event rain mitts from MLD, and the Lightheart Gear rain jacket. I think all three of those are great products, and yeah, sticking with those for right now. But I have definitely kind of run the gamut on this thing as well. This is subjective, just like any other piece that we've talked about. Uh, do you want just a shell that is not necessarily waterproof? Is it a wind shirt? Are they wind pants and just water resistant? Or do you want some full waterproof type stuff, or waterproof and breathability, at least marketed that way? So real quick, I just want to take you through some of the options as far as choices, and maybe getting the price down a little bit too. So Brooks, the running shoe company, makes tons of different clothing options for running, things like that. They make a really nice wind shirt. This wind shirt it's a chest pocket. I forget the name of it, what model it is. Of course, it's not going to say on here, but anyway, it's a wind resistant ripstop nylon. It's got some kind of like seal coating on it, so the material itself is waterproof, but the seams are not seal taped. They are like a flat felled type seam with a serger, so there's only one hem on the outside that's visible, and the inside it's double layered and rolled. So definitely water resistance on this thing. Very lightweight. I think these are like 4 ounces, and they come in a ton of different colors. They do not have front hand pockets, but they do have a chest pocket, and they fit inside their chest pockets. So very compressible and small. You can throw it in your pack. And I mean, if you aren't expecting rain, and you're okay with just having a wind layer, then this is a great option. And you can find these as low as 25 or 30 bucks online. I've had a number of different colors, messed a few of them up, and tried to dye a few of them. But yeah, so I have these 2 left that I still use, and they make great wind resistant wind shirt type layers, and hooded. So with some nice adjustability on the hood too. There's a crown pull and then a pull around the face as well to kind of block that wind around your head. As far as completely waterproof type jackets, nothing is really going to beat the Sil nylon that is just a waterproof material. So you can get other things. This is the Sierra Designs Hurricane jacket, and I used this for a long time. I had a very fond trips with this jacket. It's a multi-layer system, but it's waterproof. It's not really meant to be breathable. It does have pit zips, and it weighs, I think, like 10 ounces, 11 ounces, something like that. So quite a bit heavier than something in a Lightheart Gear jacket, or something that's breathable like the Outdoor Research Helium 2. But it's much less expensive, $30-$40 option for a full featured hand pockets, fully waterproof, with the pit zips and all that jacket. And it packs down pretty small, so I mean, if weight is not as much of a concern as cost, then something like this may be a good option for you. Like I said, I've had a lot of luck with it. I still wear it sometimes, to the bus stop or wherever I'm going around town throughout the day, just because it's a great option. And in those kind of situations, weight really doesn't matter. So yeah, the Sierra Designs Hurricane jacket, very good option. Outdoor Research, the Helium 2 is a very controversial piece of gear, I think. They're, gosh, 60-40 to say at most on good reviews versus reviews where it's just like, what the heck is this? Breathability and waterproof it's not necessarily marketed that way, but it lends itself to be thought of that way. This is a flash storm type jacket. With that being said, I have worn this jacket on a very first, maybe second outing, and in an hour it had soaked through and I was wetting into my puffy. So this option as a wind resistant layer or a light drizzle, high humidity type layer, very good. Doesn't weigh much of anything. There's tons of videos about this. I think we've even done one at one point, but Yeah, very lightweight, very small, compressible option, but it does come with limitations because it is not going to be waterproof. You aren't going to be able to hike in this thing all day or stand around camp all evening and stay dry, and it is going to soak through. So and they do say that on their website. It's much towards the bottom of the description, but yeah, so Outdoor Research Helium 2, another option for a shell, very wind resistant though, but they're breathable and waterproof technology on their material. Leaves some stuff on the table to be wanted. All right, going into the pants, I'm using the DIY wind pants. As mentioned before, Montbell makes a great option in those. So does Enlightened Equipment. And I was really close to pulling the trigger on some Enlightened Equipment ones. Priced well, very lightweight, look like they were really well made. There's some great reviews on them, but it's a 6 to 8 week wait for wind pants. And I don't know if I'm that patient, at least not right now, and not for wind pants. A quilt maybe, but anyway, so continuing on pants, Sierra Designs makes somewhat of a counterpart to this, but they make a jacket version of this too. This is the Microline or Microlight pants, and they're 7 ounces. They pack down quite small. They are very, very wind resistant, and they work in part of a like a suit, a rain suit, and they have good elastic waistband. That's nice. And then, oh, excuse me, good elastic waistband up here, only elastic on the sides. Front and rear are static, and then they have a draw cord to kind of cinch them down, and then nice and tight around the ankles, but they do open up quite well, so I can get my shoe through them. Not bad, but definitely this was a great option for rain pants, wind pants for me. They had pockets as well, which is kind of rare on a wind pant. So yeah, other than that, Frog Tugs are a great option. $20 any Walmart. You get the pants and the jacket. They've even come out with an extreme version of the Frog Tugs jacket, and I don't remember quite what the weight on it is. I think it's about 8 ounces in the medium large, maybe 8.1, 8.2, somewhere in there. Rev has one. He was going to bring it over today and just walked out of the house, left it sitting on the counter. So we're going to get a video for you on that one, because the fact that you could walk into Walmart, pick that thing up off the shelf for less than $30, and the quality that Frog Tugs has in that, I don't know. I was thoroughly impressed when I looked at it for the first time. So we'll do a video on that one another time so that you can see it. The only other thing is really rain protection for your hands that I haven't covered. I have the MLD Event rain mitts. I love those things. They work really well. Before I decided if I could do a mitt or not, I got online and I Googled DIY rain mitts, and I came up with a person that had fitted out some rain mitts, and they're the identical match to the MLD rain mitts. So it's out there. You can download the PDF, and it's got all the cutouts, the sizes and everything, tells you how to measure your hand and all that. And I just took some waterproof nylon and ripstop, and I made some rain mitts for myself, and use these on a hiking trip or two maybe, just to see if that style of mitt would work for me, or if I needed to look at something else as a waterproof or more extreme weather type layer for my hands. But yeah, I left enough space for my possum down gloves to fit underneath them, and I had this extra material laying around from making a tarp, so it cost me absolutely nothing other than a little bit of time and a few sheets of paper to print out the measurements. So if you have any DIY skills or want to try a fun little project, and you can make these out of DCF, you can make these out of ripstop nylon. The possibilities are endless. Ripstop by the Roll even sells the Event type 3-layer fabric, so if you wanted to make some like the MLD ones, you could, for very inexpensive. I mean, you could do it for less than 20 bucks if you were to order the material, and have you a nice pair of waterproof rain mitts. So that about wraps it up for the shell. And like I said, we're going to do another video on the Frogg Toggs Extreme Pro Ultra Lightweight, whatever that thing's called, jacket. Yeah, we were both pretty impressed with it, especially at the price and the weight and where you could buy it. So yeah,